Starting and operating the machine. Before starting the stump grinder, always inspect the machine to make sure nothing is worn or damaged. Replace parts as needed. Check and maintain the engine oil before you start it up. Ensure that all safety guards and shields are in place. Never use the machine without them. Also, make sure equipment drive controls, if equipped, are disengaged before you start. Both Honda and Briggs Stratton options are equipped with manual pull starts. Hold down the engine bale switch, set the throttle to idle, pull the cord, and start it up. If the bale switch is released, the engine will shut down. If you're starting in the cold or having problems starting, see the operator's manual for specific directions. Do not spray starting fluid into the air cleaner, as it could damage the engine. Move the grinder into position. Lock the wheels in place by pulling the wheel lock levers towards you. Unlock the wheel frame by pulling up on the lock pin and rotating it to place the roll pin in the catch. Start the engine. After it's warmed up, push the throttle all the way forward to engage the centrifugal clutch and grinder wheel. This machine is manually pivoted back and forth to control the cutting and grinding. As the stump is ground, the height of the operator control handlebar must be adjusted. It's more efficient to cut the edge of the stump rather than cutting a wide area. Once the teeth are cutting at a depth below half the wheel radius, lift the cutter and move the machine forward to begin a new edge. Listen to the engine speed and watch the cutter wheel speed. Adjust the swing speed and cut depth as necessary to maintain a high speed for both. Always avoid bogging the engine and stalling the cutter wheel. Stay on level ground as much as possible. A 20-degree maximum incline is allowed. However, driving at any incline increases the possibility of losing traction or rolling over, especially if the ground is wet. When driving on an incline, turn gradually. If you lose control at any time, immediately get out of the way. Use extra caution on soft or uneven ground. Avoid driving or operating next to drop-offs or embankments, and always use extreme caution when reversing the machine towards you. After the job is done. After grinding is complete, park on level ground and reduce the throttle to idle until the cutter wheel stops spinning. Switch off the engine switch to stop the engine and lock the wheel housing frame before moving the machine. The wheel housing frame must be locked before moving the machine on any surface, including inclines. Close the fuel shutoff valve. Failure to close the shutoff valve could cause serious damage to your engine not covered by your warranty. Engage the wheel locks. Always make sure the engine is off and completely cool before you touch the muffler, or clean or maintain any part of it. Once cool, spray down the machine body and the cutting head. Once you're done cleaning, turn it back on and operate the controls to remove the water from any moving parts. Refueling, maintenance, and storage. Only trained and qualified personnel should perform maintenance or repairs on the stump grinder. Before performing any service, maintenance, adjustments, repairs, or long-term storage, follow the shutdown procedure in the operator's manual. To refuel the machine, shut off the engine and let it cool, or add fuel before starting the engine. Never remove the cap on the fuel tank or add fuel while the engine is running or when the engine is hot. Always replace all fuel tank and container caps securely. If fuel is spilled, never attempt to start the engine. Move the machine away from the spillage through other means before you start. Never refuel indoors or near a source of flames or sparks. Always do the necessary lubrication and maintenance required once you get back to the shop, or if necessary, in the field. Always make sure the engine is turned off before performing maintenance, cleaning, or transport by means other than under its own power. Consult the manuals for specific maintenance considerations, lubrication requirements, and safety precautions for performing maintenance. When storing the machine, allow the engine to cool before storing in an enclosure, and never store with petrol in the tank inside a building where fumes can reach an open flame or spark. Also, never store the machine anywhere with any kind of vegetation material or excessive grease. Always store fuel in containers specifically designed for doing so. For more information, visit www.barretomfg.com or consult your owner's manual.